Hi everybody, it's PJ, and today we're going to be going over the beautiful gifties I got from my son in Japan and some of their meanings. Okay, so first, you know about this. This is the little brass bell that y'all heard. That's what we heard. Me and my son, the day the little ghosty came to ring the bell for me. It also came with this little like origami folded like lotus. I don't know what that's called. I guess it's just a holder, but I think it goes like that. Anyway, let me explain something about the bell and what it's significant for in Japan. In Tibet, actually, and all over Japan, they ring a bell just like this, a brass bell. They ring it 108 times on December 31st to signify the 108 sins of man. And that takes those sins and whisks them away, kind of like Japanese Yom Kippur, I guess. But anyway, it's supposed to rid man or remind man of his sins, and that's what that's about. It's a magical little mystical little thing that sends messages to heaven, and I think it's amazing, and already I've gotten some activity on it, so I'm good for that. Next, we have a piece of Himalayan salt right here. This is Himalayan salt. As you know, it sucks in or absorbs like negative energy. It helps you sleep. It's very positive, especially if you warm it up. It's supposed to be really good for you, healing, that kind of thing. And it came on this lovely little blue velvet pillow, bean pillow. I love it. Okay, next I got this. This is, this obviously was in here. And this is a little stone bag, but this is the stone. It's a piece of amethyst. Look, it's very geode-like. I really like it. And it's beautiful. Anyway, if you don't know, amethyst cools, okay? It's a very cooling stone. So when you have amethyst, you can put it out. If there's tension in your home, put some amethyst around. It draws out also the passion out of things, and it draws out anger, any negative feelings. So that's really good to have around if you're spatting with someone. It's also good healing wise. Amethyst in the different Asian medicines, they see inflammation in your body as hot or cold, like if, and mostly inflammation is hot. So if you have a lot of inflammation in your body, you're supposed to use stones that are very cooling to rid yourself of that. As for this bag, it reminds me so much of the Nichichi bags, which were medicine man bags back in the day, although it's not silk. So they used to make these medicine bags, and they'd make them real ornate and beautiful. And it would house herbs and stuff for healing, but they would make it out of silk, and then they would put what's called a Nichichi bag. The clasp was made out of ivory. Now obviously we no longer, thank God, use ivory, but they would carve little ivory different deities, and it would clip or clasp the bag closed. But if the Nichichi pulled the silk, it was considered very bad luck. So they would make these Nichichis, and if one little piece of the ivory wasn't smooth, it would snag the silk bag. You can find Nichichis online and whatnot from thousands of years old that they'll sell you. They're little teeny, like a lot of them are like rabbits, and I have half of one. I'll put a picture right here. But that Nutichi is just the top half. The other half was the bottom of the skull, and you clip it together. But that one was a faulted one, and it pulled the silk, so they won't use it, and they start all over again with their carvings. Next, we have this incense. Now, this incense is actually called Koi. It's K-O-H. And it's made of a certain wood that's deemed mystical over there. This is the actual incense pieces. Look how cool. It smells beautiful, like almost like a sandalwood. It's mixed with herbs and whatnot. It's said to be very healing, very magical, mystical, and yes. And this is the little incense holder that it's a little porcelain incense holder, and the incense just goes right in the little hole. The wood is called Jingon Juzan, something like that. But the wood this is made out of is also supposed to have magical properties, and so this is really cool. Look at how cool this case is. I wish I knew what this said, but this is their medicinal and magical incense. Lastly, we have this beautiful face. This is the fox mask. In Japanese lore, foxes are shapeshifters, and they can turn into men, they can turn into, well, humans, they can turn into butterflies, all kinds of things, but they're also tricky. They're tricksters. And so where you think you're kind of standing on firm ground, you could be talking to a shapeshifter that started out as a fox. And this is made of porcelain. Isn't that beautiful? I love that. Anyway, lastly, I got a P.O. box, guys. Yay! Finally, the P.O. box is, you can put it as PJ at 206 P.O. Box 206, Northeast, Maryland. That's the name of my town, Northeast. That's actually the name of a town. Northeast, Maryland, 21901. I'm going to link it below so you can see. Send me all your little things you've been bugging me to send. Send them to me, and I will show them on here too. And we'll do a video out of all the gifties I may get. And I really like letters, postcards, anything like that. You feel like sending me something, go ahead. I fought this long enough not getting one, and finally I'm getting one. Anyway, this is my magical, beautiful gifts from Japan. I love you guys. Bye.